Step into the trivia ring. WWE history is about to throw haymakers. 15 questions are waiting for you. Which one doesn't belong? The correct answer is The Rock. One Brahma Bull among DX rebels. Talk about faction gatecrashing. Spot the odd one out. The correct answer is The Undertaker. Taker had the aura, but that 1990s title stat slips away like fog. Which one doesn't belong? The correct answer is SummerSlam. SummerSlam is huge, but the original party started without it. Spot the odd one out. The correct answer is Jeff Hardy. Jeff brought the ladders, but not that team trio. Sneaky little twist. Which one doesn't belong? The correct answer is Randy Savage. Macho Man was iconic, but not in the NWO's starting lineup. Spot the odd one out. The correct answer is Kane. Big red monster, different lane entirely. History loves a curveball. Which one doesn't belong? The correct answer is Eddie Guerrero. Latino Heat crashes the velvet rope, but Evolution kept that guest list tight. Spot the odd one out. The correct answer is Bret Hart. Bret wore plenty of gold, just not that shiny 2002 blueprint. Which one doesn't belong? The correct answer is Kurt Angle. Angle wore the vest once, but originals write the real script. Spot the odd one out. The correct answer is Booker T. Booker T is royalty, just in a different chapter of legend. Which one doesn't belong? The correct answer is John Cena. Cena missed that OVW roll call, yet still ran the whole building. Spot the odd one out. The correct answer is Ric Flair. Flair is bigger than one era. The robe practically has its own timeline. Which one doesn't belong? The correct answer is Roman Reigns. Roman's a megastar, but this trio smells like pure vintage spectacle. Spot the odd one out. The correct answer is Trish Stratus. Trish changed the game, but she arrived after this trio started it. Which one doesn't belong? The correct answer is Ultimate Warrior. Parts Unknown wins again. Geography taps out to pure wrestling theater. Spot the odd one out. The correct answer is CM Punk. Punk fits the vibe, but not the original Bingo Hall blueprint. Bell rings, brains win. That was one slick trip through WWE history.